The legal team of Moradi Charlotta, former personal assistant to embattled former Free State Premier Ace Magashule, has claimed a major victory after the High Court declared her extradition from the United States unlawful. Her lawyer, Pete Tabane, did not mince words, labeling state's conduct as reminiscent of apartheid-era tactics. Speaking to the IOL News, she said, "We have always maintained that the conduct of the state was unlawful and unfair. They thought they could intimidate her into implicating Magashule. They failed." Charlotta, 37-year-old, a final-year political science student at the University of Maryland, was arrested in the U.S. in April 2024 and extradited to South Africa in August that year. Upon arrival, she was charged with fraud and corruption linked to the 255 million rand Free State asbestos roofing scandal. She spent 7 days in police custody before being released on 2,500 rand bail by the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court. Shortly after her release, Charlotta filed an urgent application to have her charges dropped and her extradition declared unconstitutional. Though the initial application was dismissed, the recent court decision marked a significant turnaround. The ruling found that South African authorities had no legal jurisdiction to try Charlotta due to the procedural flaws in her extradition from the U.S. Tabane argued the case had been plagued by fundamental abuse of power and said in court the state called two witnesses who had no involvement in the extradition process. They failed to meet even the minimum legal standard. "We didn't present new facts. The facts were always on the record. The state simply ignored them." In her affidavit, Charlotta alleged that her treatment by the National Prosecuting Authority amounted to psychological punishment for her refusal to implicate Magashule, and said the NPA's intention has always been to degrade, humiliate and inflict cruel punishment on me for what the state deems as a failure to cooperate. The asbestos project was investigated by the Public Protector, the Special Investigating Unit and the Auditor General. I was never once mentioned. The case stems from Magashule's 2014 State of the Province address, during which he announced a large-scale asbestos eradication initiative in the Free State. According to the 110-page indictment, the project was riddled with irregularities and no work was ultimately done on the 300 homes identified for asbestos removal. Central to the allegations is businessman Edwin Sodi and his company, Blackhead Consulting, which secured lucrative contracts, allegedly without following lawful procurement procedures. Despite the blow to the case against Charlotta, the NPA says its case against the remaining 17 accused, including Sodi and Magashule, will proceed unaffected. Advocate Mthunzi Mhaga said, "We have full confidence in our prosecution team. They have acted professionally and with integrity throughout." The NPA confirmed it is considering an appeal against the ruling on Charlotta's extradition. Tabane welcomed the possibility and said they will embarrass themselves further. As for Charlotta's future, it remains uncertain. Asked whether she would return to the U.S. to complete her studies, Tabane said it's still early days right now. The focus is on restoring her dignity and upholding her constitutional rights. Tabane confirmed that they are exploring further legal avenues in light of the court's judgment, asserting that Charlotta's rights were grossly violated. While the legal wrangling continues, the case has reignited questions about the conduct of South Africa's justice system and whether political pressure is influencing prosecutorial decisions. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.